Go ahead.
Our next guest is here.
Listen.
XL, what's happening? I ain't seen you in a minute.
Not much, man. Y'all put me in this. Put my big ass in this little Tennessee.
Hey, look. First off, I had the card table chair right there. Parents like, fuck that. I want the card
But they
table
don't want
chair.
to sacrifice their, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just.
Nah, he ain't need that
I
card.
thought that was comfortable though.
Nah, he ain't need
Because they
that
had the
card.
arms and everything. I
My
thought
name-
that's why I gave it to you.
My name is XL. It's my stage name, and it's the real life thing going on. There's a whole lot of extra large happening here. And y'all putting it in the medium. Y'all causing me trouble.
I'm
You're
sorry.
in the right chair though.
We do apologize.
Hey, it's all good. It's all good. I'm happy to be here.
But XL, man, last time I saw you, we was at Club 390. You was doing
Watching them shake it.
stand up in the middle of strip.
Watching them shake it.
It's at Matza. I just went there with a video. Yeah, it's in Matza. But
It's a strip club, and it's the worst idea ever. Ever. Okay, they had comics there. It was Game 5 of Bulls vs. Miami
on a Tuesday.
on a Tuesday night,
Oh, wow.
and it's a strip club. I'm funny as hell, but I'm not funnier than I'm not more entertaining than watching D Rose versus LeBron James and women with titties in the shake. It's like I can't be that funny.
Right?
Dave Chappelle is not that funny. Shut up, Dave. I'm trying to watch the titties and D Rose. Like seriously.
Right.
So
That was a bad. Whoever promoted that. Because you and Natasha was there. What other
yeah, my
comics?
girl Natasha was there. My boy Patrick Newson. My boy Bear. And all of these comics, I'm not sound arrogant and just say I kill her everywhere I go, but the comics Natasha's doing big things out of LA right now. She's a very good comic, and she's fine. She's fine, like she white girl, quarter black, she's swollen. Anyway, so
That was Oksana in the movie.
Wow. Oh.
like in any other situation, guys would have been all about her. But when she got up on that stage and wasn't taking nothing off, that was the end of the conversation. That was it.
So that reminds
It was
me.
game
Compete
over.
with the strippers.
You know what? That reminds me of this bachelor party I threw like in 2002, and I didn't know this shit back then. Like, I brought like 10 girls there, right? So like the first like
Say word.
yeah. It was a long time ago.
They would take it back to the old school.
But look,
Same word.
I brought 10 girls there, right? Now, I didn't know that.
Man, you doing my bachelor party. We don't even know each other. And I'm not getting married.
I don't get down with that no more.
Don't let him fool you, man. He tried to hook me up.
Hey man, look, this is gonna be a throwback.
Look, check this out. I didn't know that you don't bring the girls that do everything out first. So when the other girls that came out just to dance, they didn't get no money.
Yeah.
So because the other girls would suck them off and all that kind of stuff.
Say, wow, oh
I said
wow.
them, suck them off.
It went down like
You was there twiddling your thumbs playing Connect Four?
I was actually in the garage
You was in the garage. What are you doing in the garage, CB?
getting the cooler.
before we came on the air, you was like, don't I know you? Big Fruity. They used to call you Big Fruity, didn't they? Yeah, man. Big Fruity got the girls that shake their booty. I remember you, man. I remember you.
Oh, my girlfriend. I call me no fruity.
Shout out to you all. Our new sponsor is going to be moving CD shit out very soon.
Man, CD stay in trouble. CD is
I do, man. I do stay in trouble with
How long
this.
have you been doing comedy?
Professionally, only for a little less than a year and a half. I'd done some stuff before that. I was out in LA. I owned business out there. The economy ate my business alive, and so I was looking to do other ventures, get into other things. And I had a friend running an open mic and said, "Hey, man, you're a funny cat. You should come out." And Craig Robinson, big shout out to Craig Robinson.
Oh, that dude was hilarious.
We hung out in LA, didn't know each other here in Chicago. We have tons of friends in common, didn't know each other, just coincidentally lived in the same neighborhood in LA. And we're hanging out, he kept telling me, man, you're kind of a funny cat, you should try it out. And so when the employment situation was dire, and I had nothing else going on, I went and took my frustrations out on the mic, and it worked out.
Oh, hold up, white girl with a camera. Come on, I'm ready.
Jay is funneling his nipples or areolas, as he
It's gonna be
said.
on my Facebook page.
That's terrible.
If I see a shot of my giant behind in this tiny chair, if y'all don't understand podcast world, y'all don't understand what's going on in here right now.
What you is about 6'5"?
I'm 6'7", pounds. So
Little what?
pounds. Y'all don't need to get all that details. It's the radio. They just listen to
You
this.
should see the look. You should see the look on Bella Cake's face behind you.
Is that Boo Boo behind me?
Yeah, that's
Yeah, you know what? I was about to start. I was trying to like flash and be baller style and all that stuff.
Yeah.
All swag gone. All swag gone. I was like, yeah. I was like, what's up? Well, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing big things. I'm about to be on TV next week. Yo, you check me out. And then she saw that chair action. Swag depart.
So I mean,
Now of his swagger is depreciated.
obviously you're a big dude, so I know it's not too many hecklers fuck with you on stage.
You know, I don't get heckled too often. I think it has as much to do with just how I take the stage. I take the stage kind of with a mean grill. I'm not taking it right out the gate.
Like the average stage, like jokes and no stage right there.
Yeah.
So you say something, it's showtime after the show.
I have had a few. I had a crazy situation where I didn't realize that this guy, how drunk this guy was. And he'd been heckling the comics before me. I was headlining that night, and he's heckling the comics before me. And in my opinion, especially if the same person keeps heckling all the comics, like somebody needs to take him out. Like you need to be a sniper and you need to shut him down.
Not TV, but
So
yeah.
all I was thinking before I came on stage was that dude he say one thing to me, it's over, it's game over. So I get on stage, he starts up, and I just blow him up. I'm just going after him hardcore. I didn't already thought of everything I'm about to say about this poor little white boy. And so everybody laughs at him, get off. He tries to get up and leave. He's so drunk. When he goes to stand up, all the alcohol just hits him. He collapses, takes out like 2 or 3 tables. Like they literally had to call an ambulance. And then I felt bad for like 30 seconds. I didn't know it was that bad. I just thought he was an asshole. I didn't know it was that bad. I got over it though. I just kept going with my set. But for 30 seconds, when he was picking himself up from all those tables and stuff, it's like I shouldn't have done that.
Wow.
What's your favorite city to do stand up in?
You know what? I love Chicago, but LA only because when I go out to LA, if you go to the Comedy Store in LA, every comic that you can think of at any given time is walking around, hanging out at the bar, just chatting. For a comic, it is like Comedian Paradise. You know, I remember I did a show there with Natasha, and my buddy dropped me off at the door. And I get out the car, and like the first 5 people I saw were all comics that I was fans of and that I knew. And I'm like, are you serious? These are the first 5 people. And then when I'm hanging out in the green room before I go on, I'm hanging out with guys like Bobby Lee and Steve. I always screw up his last name, Steve Razazinski. He's on the League, white dude on the League. If you watch the show The League, and these guys are like hanging out with me behind the scenes. And at the time, I hadn't even been doing comedy for a year, and I'm hanging out with these guys who have quote unquote made it. And so that makes LA the best.
Is
So
New York? Oh, my bad.
Go ahead. Well, who are some of your all-time favorite comics?
I go
Top 5.
top 5. Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy, Dave Chappelle, obviously Chris Rock, and right now my favorite guy doing it right now is Louis C.K.
Okay.
And I know you said top 5. I'll throw 6 in there. George Carlin. Those are all the classics. I know it's boring to say those guys, but that's really who it is.
No
That's
Martin
who it
Lawrence?
is. You know what? Martin Lawrence, I like him. I think he's funny. But if I'm doing like the comics that I really like and try to somewhat model what I do after, he wouldn't be in it because he does a little more silly stuff, which is funny. I dig him, but I wouldn't put him there.
You ever listen to George Carlin TV?
I never heard of it.
You never heard of George?
Man, my God.
You probably seen him, but you probably don't know my name. Like, you gotta hear him joke on religion. It's like the funniest shit in the world. Like, so yeah, he's one of my favorites.
Yeah, he's a legend. He had the 7 words you can't say on television, and he started listing off all the stuff that you're not supposed to say and why it's messed up and all stuff, and it's hilarious. And he's groundbreaking. He was groundbreaking. Rest in peace.
So do you think New York? They say New York is the hardest city to do comedy.
East Coast in general, like Philly. Philly is really, really hard. I mean, just think about this. They boo Santa Claus and do batteries at Santa Claus at Eagles game. When Michael Irvin looked like he broke his neck, they like cheered that he was hurt. like that's just sports. Like imagine doing comedy in that environment.
How they did Destiny Child.
We'll talk.
I think it's East Coast thing in general because they like straight up, they got the Apollo there. They have that mentality of be funny right now. We're not funny right now. We don't get time for build up. We don't hear, we don't hear punchline.
Yeah.
And so if you don't have it, you go.
But you know what though? I think that's the reason why Kevin Hart is successful, because every time you see Kevin Hart, he's sharp.
Yeah, he from
Philly.
Yeah, you're from Philly. You have to be.
You gotta be
The
sharp.
average cat in Philly can burn you. Like if I just took like a random cat from Philly and brought him to an open mic and said, "Hey man, I just want you to tax these cats. Just sit up front and just attack these comics." A lot of comics wouldn't last. Like they just how they are. You have to be quick-witted, have to be sharp.
So with that being said, what do you think of top comics like Kevin Hart, Cat Williams?
Cat Williams.
Oh God.
I mean, hey, I know he's going through some
Cat-
things and got little issues, but he was hot for a minute.
Cat Williams very funny. Kevin Hart is hilarious,
Yeah,
man.
he is
Like
hilarious.
like he can talk about just some random basic stuff and just go there. When he talks about his relationship with his kids and the little stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, he even made he did have a bit about that he was a punk and I'm not the guy that's gonna help you fight and all that stuff. Telling this woman, what guy want to say that? He says that and it's hilarious, and in the way he does the whole thing,
Talk about
him
his
explaining himself and all that stuff, it's hilarious.
You'll learn today. That is crazy.
Yeah.
He is hilarious. And it makes it adorable because he is short.
Yeah, he a little
So
fella.
women think, oh, he's so cute, and he's funny. So yeah.
We're gonna play a new segment. It's called a phrase association game. I'm gonna hold up a
This is gonna
picture.
be trouble. This is gonna be trouble.
In 5 words or less, everybody got it.
Why you ain't tell us about this?
Actually, it's on the sheet that I emailed on Thursday.
Oh, okay.
All right, cool.
Told y'all about my emails.
Lord Jesus.
By the way, this show is awesome. Thank you for having me on. Slight programming error. Y'all had the Jesus girl on right before me.
Dude, I was like trying to hold in.
What was
Shout
that?
out
What was
to-
it? Y'all trying to get y'all blessings in before I came, huh? We gotta get right with the Lord before this boy.
Options 816.
Dude, that was, you know what? He can't even. That was me. That was all.
that was you?
That was Tommy Wright. She was like, "Hey, you used to have on the show." I'm like, "Cool. You gotta tell me this stuff, man." But real quick, all right. The first picture we got is Tiny, T.I.'s girl. See?
Yeah.
CP, you up first. 5 words or less. What are you thinking right now about Tiny?
I'm thinking about Tiny right now. Her giving T.I. a hand job.
Alright.
What?
Kinda cool.
Y'all remember that?
You watch reality shows?
I do.
Oh, they got in trouble for that.
Yeah.
Okay, but
Oh wait, that really went down?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's gangster. That's the type of woman you want.
I'm thinking this is the best picture I've ever seen.
This is the best. She look like a dope fiend duck.
Is this the first time you've seen her?
This is the first I seen this picture.
Okay, I mean, is that the first time you've seen Tiny? Because I'm gonna concur. That might be one of the better pictures.
Thank you.
Oh, the show. Yeah.
Wow.
Anytime I see Tiny, I just think lottery winner.
I think of Miss Piggy when I see Tiny.
You
With
see,
a bad Botox lip
That
injection.
is
I mean,
like, why would
I
you do
think-
all this? Look at that.
I don't know.
I think
Jeff, what
I
you
think
think?
she was cuter when she was in the group.
Real talk.
That's good.
I'm gonna be honest. Hood rat, man.
yeah, real talk, real talk.
Rap all day long.
I thought
Skeet, skeet, bang, 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 skeet, skeet, skeet.
pretty cool.
All right, next picture.
She gotta be down.
We got Chris Bosh right here.
Let me go first.
Every picture he takes, he looks.
He looks like
He looks-
the mascot of the Raptors.
He looks fierce. Every picture he takes, he looks fierce.
What?
Sashay,
I think of
Shantae.
Yeah, he looked like a
Oh God.
orangutan.
He looked like a lizard.
Hey,
I think of
no,
lizards.
I'm gonna be honest. Pause, man.
Pause. Yeah, real
I
talk.
say this is the only dude that LeBron don't have to worry about sleeping with his mama.
Oh!
I don't know. Have you ever seen LeBron mama? She looked like a man. So it could go down. It could go down.
All right, this
Wow.
is pretty terrible. Heath Ledger is the next picture I got.
Aw.
Man,
To
legend.
play the Joker and back. See, you don't watch TV much.
I think
Legend,
of sadness.
You think of sadness?
Yes.
See,
Oh, that's the guy that died off drugs?
yeah.
I think of Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen.
Oh.
They the one they
Hey,
Wow.
Wow.
so-
Wow. I don't have any. I could do like the standard comedian thing. I think it's sad. I'm a geek. I like comic books and stuff. And when he did the Joker, I was like fired up. I was like
Real
mad
talk.
fired up. And then like dude dead. So like now they gonna bring some bum in to replace him.
Real talk.
Ruined it for me, man. You ruined it.
I ain't gonna front. The Joker took him to the stratosphere, Joe.
Yeah.
I never ever
Like,
seen the movie.
how could you like Jack Nicholson like made that character and then he came and just blew that out of the
I
water.
never watched that movie.
Oh.
God damn.
You don't want to
See, this is the first time I'm
But, hey, look, Paris.
Cold burn
Cobra.
all day.
Well,
That's not what he meant for it stand for, but that's what he's giving.
well,
Simi, what
He's earned it, actually.
do you do?
What do I do?
Yeah, like I just met you man the first time. Then you know how you doing? What's happening? I was just kidding about the fruity thing. Because you don't watch television, you don't watch any television at all. You don't go to the movies.
No.
You just like zone out, listen to jazz. Like
He's in jail.
I hang out with Jay Davis.
that's what's up.
That's all I do.
Well, sorry, Heath Ledger.
Your woman listening.
Rest in peace, and shout out to the River Phoenix starter kit that you took. Anyway,
Oh!
what I say?
He just said that.
Woo!
Well,
My God!
so how did it feel like you at a show? How did it feel that you just like kill a crowd? You like walk off like I know I'm getting a reach around from somebody at the show. How did that feel, man?
You know what? It is one of the coolest feelings that I've ever experienced in anything I've ever done in life.
What, the reach around or the...
Both. The knowing that it's coming. Like that girl in the third row that's just like laughing too hard and clapping.
Make
Like,
good eye contact.
yeah, 100%. Like, yeah, it's happening. It's going down. That was great. But yeah, no, just getting that response. I just did a Zany showcase a couple weeks ago, and I shut it down. Like literally killed the audience. And that feeling, like afterwards, don't need to drink, don't need to do anything else. I could just hang out and on that for a good bit.
I remember that night when I met you. Like I was talking to Tasha, and she's like, "What exhale?" I'm like, "You really asking that question?" At a strip club after he just got off stage, like he like disappeared for like an hour. I don't know what happened. He disappeared.
He was in the
He
garage.
came back with a
Right.
There
There
was a
you go.
stripper there named Brooklyn. She was interested. She wanted to know more about my jokes.
right.
She was interested in your craft.
She was like, can we talk somewhere privately? I said, sure.
How much did it cost? How much did it cost?
No, I told, the strippers got in trouble that night. They kept trying to hang out with us, and not just me, all the comedians. They wanted to talk to us and were like, hey, look here, I'm working just like you. I'm here to get paid just like you. I'm not tipping you nothing. Like, you hang out with me, you doing this for free.
So, one thing about the strippers in Chicago, they try to bust down too fast. Like Atlanta, they actually work.
Simi, how do you know this? And you're like,
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. So you've heard?
That's what I heard. I mean, seriously. Kiwi, am I right? Don't they bust down real fast in Chicago? Exactly. See, they ain't working. You know what I'm saying? Like in Atlanta, they be trying to work. You know what I'm saying? Before they bust down, Chicago.
So their priorities are more intact. Is what you're
it's
saying?
like instead of $20 for a lap dance, $25 for a head. So I heard. You know,
That's what it is.
They're like right off the top.
I think Southern women in general, and no disrespect to my Chi-Town sisters, I love them, I love them, but just Southern women, they just know how to work that thing. They just know how to do it better. I remember I got off a plane. I used to be engaged, and I got off a plane. My fiance wasn't with me. My stepmother, who knew my fiance very well, looks around. She picked me up in the airport. Where's your woman? She couldn't make the trip. Does she know you might not come back? Is she familiar with the Southern Belle?
Yeah.
And it was real talk. It was real talk. I want to spend a lot of time in Atlanta after that.
And this is, you know what? And that's the same with the men as well too, versus the men in the city. There's a lot of Southern men who are good catchers.
There you go.
Catchers. They are
My family from the South.
very hands-on as far as tending to their mate. A lot of them are. Some of them even cook.
Hands on. Is that code for
Like
like
they
lay hands on?
with you every
As far as being a
Grab you, touch
gentleman,
you? Oh, okay.
Jay.
you need to rub
And
down.
as far as being the man and the head of the household, being responsible.
Okay, Chi-Town. She called Northern Brothers punks. I think that's
It's a lot of
Oh, she's standing by that.
bitch assness.
Fellas,
Wow.
get it straight.
And a lot
Straight
of
Newt
men.
Gingrich did. Like
Star
I
Plus.
said it.
That's just reality,
But you know what
Strictly
though?
Gingrich
But you know
style.
what,
Yeah.
Paris? When you go down south, man,
Mm-hmm.
you worship, man. You
Yeah.
could be the ugliest brother from Chicago. All you gotta do is say, Say, what? You don't look like you from here. Where you from? I'm from the shop.
Does that work? Does that work? She from the south. She from the south. Does that work?
No. Yeah.
Where you from in the
No,
South?
thank you.
Where you from?
Mine works.
Where you from?
Dallas.
Dallas?
See,
Dallas is
different-
iffy on the
that's a
South.
different
Yeah.
South right
That's a different
You
style.
talking about 18 ass?
I'm talking about
Mississippi,
yeah, I'm talking about
Alabama.
Atlanta, New Orleans.
But it's
Oh
still
my
got
God.
color signs on the door.
Oh my God, New Orleans.
Whites only.
New Orleans, they don't want to let you go home. They trying to keep you down. In the
Are you trying to say it's easy to put baby bat on somebody back in New Orleans? That's what you're saying?
a couple hurricanes and it's on. couple hurricanes and it's on.
Baby batter.
Baby bat. That's the fruits of life.
Plaster.
That's your version of fruit. Oh my God, Lord.
I'm sorry.
So are you still a resident of California? Or
No. I'm back here. I'm from the Shaw. I live in Naperville right now, but you know,
You got that money. You out there in Naperville.
I always feel odd about saying that because as soon as I say Naperville, brothers look at me different. They're like, man, oh man, don't mess with big dude. He look kind of hard. He from Naperville. Oh, I take that punk. Big ass nigga soft. I'm from the South Side. I'm from the 12-7. All right, like I don't play.
So don't get it twisted.
Don't get it twisted.
Everything.
The Naperville thing is kind of new. So.
How many times you got pulled over? You be honest.
Oh man, it used to happen all the time. But I stay suited and booted. They like, no, he's one of the good ones.
NFL,
He's okay. He's one of the good ones. You know, but if I'm on my way to hoop, it's fitty.
You like, oh,
It's fitty.
they had no
Sweats
sweatshirt.
in the hoodie.
Yeah, I'm wearing a 3-piece to the gym. They got a locker room. I can change there. I can change
Let
there.
me guess what position you play.
Hoop?
Yeah.
Yeah, center power forward. I mean, the street ball. Yeah, got you.
Yeah, of course if it was NBA.
When I played college ball. When I played college ball, I was a small forward, power forward, because I was a lot slimmer. I wasn't
What college?
quite. I played for St. John's. So yeah. So, but yeah, like now, you know, a bunch of cats 5'10" want to block my shot. So. I'm Shaq at the gym.
I bet.
The gym I work out at is it's literally filled with old white dudes. It's connected to a hospital, and there's a bunch of old white doctors. So like I'm not just Shaq.
That's good networking.
I can't even hoop. I can't hoop like I used to hoop anymore. But with them, I'm young Shaq. They hanging on me. They just dump it down to the big man. And I'm scoring like crazy. Yeah, you know.
That's a big ego booster right there.
Yeah, and outside, my friends in a real life circle, like they're like, "What are you doing?" But they're like, "You're awesome." Yeah. That's why I keep that membership up at that gym. There's plenty of other gyms where the brothers be hooping at. I'm like, nah. Yeah, I need that. Every time I'm feeling low, I'm gonna go hoop with the old white guy.
Bang the these white dudes. Hey, so you got any shows coming up?
Man, I got a bunch of shows coming up. I am tonight. I'm actually in Berwyn doing a charity show out in Berwyn. But next week I'm at Comedy Shrine in Naperville, Naperville Aurora, Fox Valley Mall. I'm in Mendota. By the way, I'm in Mendota Saturday, January 14th. I just want to say this again. Mendota, XL, Xavier Lamont is out there. If y'all don't hear from me on the 15th, it's because I'm out in DF Egypt, Mendota.
Where's Mendota?
I don't really know. I know it's an hour. It's an hour past Naperville.
That's like a country.
Exactly, right? But my booker thought it was a good idea to do a Delinquents of Comedy show. That's my crew, Delinquents of Comedy. Do a show out there, and I'm the only brother in the crew, and I'm like, hey, that's okay for the other 4 cats. But y'all, do I get security? Is that part of my pay with this? Do I get a bodyguard?
Wow.
Yeah, so I keep plugging it online. Everybody's like, man, you're really promoting the show. No, I want them to know where to look for me.
Right.
If I don't come up out of there right quick, I want them to know exactly where was he at last. We kept talking about Mendota. But the big thing is I'm on WGN on January 18th doing a skit with Mike Toomey, very funny comedian, and I'm at Riddles, Southside people. I'm at Riddles on the 27th and the 28th of this month.
Are you featuring or you just, what you doing now?
Yeah, I'm featuring. There's, you know what? Honestly, I forgot who the
Fuck them.
Headline.
Don't mean that you
Yeah.
that's all that matters.
Yeah, I'm picturing, yeah.
Tough break, bro.
I don't know who the headliner is, but you know, get there early, see the funny motherfucker. That's it.
So, if anybody want to book you for a show, private event, another strip club, what's the best way to reach you?
Check me out, XL Comedy on Facebook, XL Comedy on Twitter, and my website, MMG1351.
All right, that's what's up.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I thought you was security when you walked in.
I get that a lot. Yeah, you think I'm security, I will let you get your ass whipped.
Honestly, TB, I thought you were John Blue's security. Remember I asked that when you first asked me?
Yeah.
I was that security guard?
Thanks,
That's
man.
Bust up laughing.
You gotta see his security. His real security is a big motherfucker. Like Big Snow is huge. Thanks for coming out, man. I appreciate
Yes,
it, man.
thank
And
you,
can you
baby.
tell Tasha to promote the freaking video?
Oh, man.
We had 758 hits in 4 days. It's ain't posted it once.
All right, I get on. I hit her up because I'm hitting out. Oh, last thing, I'm heading out to LA for the LA Comedy Awards. I did a show with Tasha and randomly got nominated for like Rookie of the Year.
Congratulations.
Yeah, that's bananas. I don't even network in LA like that, but they nominated me, so I'm going out to do that. So that's on the 18th,
Telling you, Jay.
18th,
Where we gotta
19th,
go.
I think.
That's what's
Stuff.
up. Well, actually, I want to wish you the best. I hope you get as much cocaine and white women as your heart desires.
Hey, I appreciate that. Good looking out. That's a man who reads my posts. You know what I like. All right. Thanks for having me.
We don't need no patrol here. Listen. Bright lights, plenty women, bottle out the bottle, so you know the boys spending. I'm chillin', New York Yankee on.